This story is going to blow your mind, and honestly, it's not easy for me to share. But I think it's important, because sometimes the things that happen to us as kids shape who we become in ways we never expect. My school days were nothing like you'd expect. If you've ever felt alone, misunderstood, or unsafe, you need to hear this. I want you to know you're not the only one who's ever felt that way. When I look back at my elementary school years, it feels like a roller coaster I never wanted to ride. There were ups and downs, but mostly it felt like I was holding on for dear life, just waiting for it to be over. I started off in kindergarten, just a regular kid in a Catholic school, not suspecting a thing. I was excited, nervous, and hopeful, like most kids on their first day. My parents trusted the school, and so did I. My teacher, Chris, seemed like the nicest guy. Funny, friendly, treated us like his own kids. He made us laugh, told us stories, and always seemed to have our backs. I remember thinking he was the kind of adult you could trust with anything. But as the years went on, I started noticing weird things. Little things at first, like how he'd always be around certain students more than others, or how he'd get quiet when adults walked by. He'd single out girls, compliment them a little too much, give them special treatment. He'd make jokes that felt off, or linger a bit too long when talking to us. At the time, I didn't have the words for it, but something felt wrong. He'd pull us aside, touch our shoulders, always on his phone or computer, hiding something. Sometimes, I'd catch him glancing over his shoulder, making sure no one was watching. It was like he was living a double life right in front of us. Turns out, he was hiding a lot. The truth was darker than any of us could have imagined. It was like a nightmare unfolding in slow motion. Chris was arrested for terrible things, child luring, harassment, and so much worse. The news spread like wildfire. Parents were shocked, teachers were silent, and we, the students, were left to pick up the pieces. My favorite teacher was actually a predator. I was devastated. It felt like the ground had been ripped out from under me. How could someone I trusted so much turn out to be so dangerous? But that wasn't even the worst part. The school felt colder, emptier, and I started to question everyone around me. I wondered if anyone was really looking out for us. In second grade, I was harassed by a classmate. It was a different kind of fear, one that followed me everywhere. I felt trapped, like there was nowhere safe to go. He touched me, followed me, left me creepy notes. No one listened, because we were kids. I tried to tell teachers, but they brushed it off as kids being kids. I felt invisible, like my pain didn't matter. It took me a year to tell my mom. I was scared she wouldn't believe me, or that it would somehow be my fault. But when I finally did, she listened. She believed me, and that changed everything. Only then did the school finally do something. It shouldn't have taken so long, but at least someone finally took action. I realized how important it is to have adults who listen and believe you. I'm sharing this because I want you to know, no matter how alone you feel, you're not. There are people out there who care, even if it doesn't always feel that way. You deserve to be heard, and you deserve to be safe. If you're ever uncomfortable, tell someone. It might feel scary, but your voice matters. You have the right to speak up, and you have the right to be protected. Your story matters, and you deserve to feel safe. Don't ever let anyone make you feel otherwise. You are stronger than you think, and you are never alone.